Hey guys, it's me, Dan Ciaramitaro, writer and artist of Snot-Ball Comix and previously verified Super Dude. Want to hear about the new Supergirl movie from a guy who actually watched it? Well then, up, up, and away, my friends.
Snot-Ball Comix spoils Supergirl.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bunch of salty dipshits gaslighting you for fun and profit.
So, was this the worst movie ever put to film? Or did the internet just not get laid again this week? Well, I can tell you, dear viewers, it ain't no Cannonball Run. But then again, so very few are. And for one of the movies that isn't, this one is still pretty damn good fun. So, pour a shot for me, and let's get into it. Let's get our cards on the table straight off the rip. I thoroughly enjoyed going to see this movie. I was entertained from start to finish. To me, nothing that kept this movie from being great dragged it down to the level of bad. This was a fun movie, and if you like fun movies, you should go and see it. If you have to see your Disney movie first, whatever, it's your $15. I, for one, have no idea why you would want to see the 12th Toy Story before you went to see the first modern Supergirl, but that's just me. I'm not here to piss in anybody's Cheerios. So go, look at your Woody. Then, come back and watch a girl in a cape punch around a bunch of space gimps. A good time is had all around. For my part, I'm considering this movie to be the modern Batman Forever. It's iconic and fun with a whole lot of problems. And we will talk about those problems. Stick around till the end, that's how we do. But when it comes to iconic, I'll start with the one thing nearly everybody agrees on. And it's that old Millie What's-Her-Face is an absolute treasure. She's charming, a little bratty, she's fun, and she is an effortless badass. Even if this movie isn't for you, this Supergirl will be, and she will be back. Haters be damned. Maybe in a movie that's a little more up your alley. But back here in this movie, she is a diamond in the rough, pulling double duty as an early aughts crunchy slacker and a reluctant big sister. Throw in a little pathos, and you've got yourself a triple threat. And as a lifelong comic book fan and part-time party dude, I adore stumbly drunk Supergirl, and have since the end of last year's Superman. It straddles just the right line between 2026 mainstream edge and 1986 underground spoof. And since that's the kind of comic I actually write, it's truly satisfying to see that kind of character played straight for a change. So, huzzah! Supergirl fucking rules. And that should be enough for a Supergirl movie. But in case it isn't, the other kid is pretty good too. She anchors the plot and is never a distraction. A pretty impressive feat for somebody who is playing a literal distraction. The villain sucks, but who's got time to worry about that when you've got Lobo in your movie? And yes, Jason Momoa would be the perfect casting, but who the fuck is that? I didn't see no Jason Momoa. Alls I saw was Lobo, and that's the way it's always gonna be. But, as a Superman fan, specifically one who just did a whole video on how precious his canon is, I would be remiss if I didn't at least address the canonical issues with this film. especially considering that there is a whole cadre of dingleberries out there waiting to call a guy like me out for not decrying all the killing going on around here. But, like I said in my Superman deep dive, link in the description below, I don't really care if Superman kills one time, provided that there is some weight and some consequences. And that's Superman. Supergirl doesn't owe me shit. For starters, there is no fucking way I'm gonna stop these directors from racking up a body count, especially when the main character shoots lasers out of her face. If that's the line I'm gonna draw in the sand, then I'd better learn to read, because I'm never seeing another movie again. I learned that when I was 15, and Michael Keaton set some guy on fire with the engine of the Batmobile. There's no going back after that. And while we're on the subject, what fucking canon, might I ask? Superman's mythos is ironclad. Batman's is a little looser, but not by much. I'm not a huge Marvel guy, but Spidey's story is sacrosanct. But Supergirl? Girlfriend, please. When it comes to characters who are all over the road, this little lady is at the tippity top of the list. She's been a teeny bopper, an interdimensional Play-Doh monster, an angel with flaming wings, an angel with flaming wings that used to be an interdimensional Play-Doh monster. Exactly which one of these weirdos am I supposed to hang all these deaths on? At this point, if Supergirl wants to stab an underage sex trafficker through the throat, I'm willing to look the other way. Call me when Superman does it. Then we'll talk. So here we go, kids. I'm gonna make this short and sweet for you, because I'm not telling you anything everybody else hasn't said already. And not one of these things is a deal breaker, so let's go ahead and tick them off the list. Is it grungy looking? You bet your ass it is. I hope you like orange, because you're gonna be seeing a whole lot of it. Now, have I gone on record saying that I don't like grungy-looking superhero movies? Well, not in so many words I haven't, but I can definitely see where you would have gotten that impression. But, for the exact same record, I'd like to point out that the reds, blues, and yellows were all red and blue and yellow, and those are the only three colors I give a shit about in a Superman movie. So I won't be dogging on it too hard here. As I mentioned before, the villain of the piece does leave a lot to be desired. After all, he's no Faye Dunaway. He's not even a Faye Ray. And I don't even know what that means. Point being, he's a pretty shitty villain. But really, how many of these villains are worth a fuck? Be honest. I bet you dollars to donuts that your favorite superhero movie has a subpar villain in it too. Provided your favorite superhero movies aren't exclusively Batman movies. So it's really nothing new. And besides, he's a little creepy, you really do want to see him dead, and he did the thing that pissed the good guys off in the first place, and he was doing something they needed to stop him from doing in the end. So all in all, he did his fucking job. And besides, as I mentioned, Lobo. I honestly can't stress this enough, people. Aside from that, what do you want from me? The CG definitely sucks, to be sure. There is that one fucking song you heard about, and it is the worst. There are some pacing issues. The flashbacks all come out of nowhere, and Kara doesn't look different enough in them for you not to wonder what the fuck's going on for a second. But you'll catch up, and they're all pretty rad. Argo City, baby! Also, Superman, who is awesome, still, a year later. Welcome back, buddy. The reality is simple. There just isn't anything really wrong with this movie. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's fun, it's forgettable, but if you love super movies, it's absolutely rewatchable. If this movie had been released before the advent of internet fuckery, it would have been an Independence Day level success. It would have hit big and then faded into the rear view for anybody but diehard fans. No harm, no foul. The only thing that all the shit this movie is getting proves is just how full of it all the assholes out there truly are.
Hey gang, if you like what you saw, don't forget to tell me in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and for more reviews, deep dives, as well as comedy sketches and original animations, hit the alert bell so you don't miss a thing.